Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Petty Hebrew tongue is great name of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers living in truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. All right, Yahshua, this is going to be a quick little watchman lesson. It's a quick little thing. I've been watching a whole lot on TikTok. Everybody's going crazy over the, what's it called? The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which is a very stupid name for a bill. If you ask me, to show you that they're not working with a whole deck. Esau Edom, when I say Esau Edom, I'm talking about the so-called white man. Looking at the Trump administration, this was a dumb name. And it's got everybody in uproar because they're talking about the cuts that it's going to make is going to be catastrophic to American society or Babylonian society. So what I noticed, everybody they talk like it was already law. But as you look, it only passed the House. It has got everybody's antennas up. It has not passed the Senate. Now, once it passed the Senate, it's good as signed because the bill is by Trump and his administration, his people. They the ones who drafted this up. So Trump is just waiting for it to hit his office. It got to go through Senate. It barely passed the House. We'll see if it passes the Senate. So I found the article that's getting into some of the stuff and provisions that's in the big beautiful bill. You know, some that's in there, it's got tax cuts for the rich, as always. You know, Trump always does that. So it says, Republicans look to make permanent the individual income in the state tax cuts passed in Trump's first term in 2017, plus enact promises he made on the 2024 campaign trail to not tax tips, overtime, and interest on some auto loans. So I guess they're trying to put money in people's pockets. I don't know how that's going to work. No tax on the tips. If you're paying more for goods because of the tariffs, like all of that is going to be negated. That's going to be nothing. So that ain't even like a really good thing as I look at it. And it's just talking about all kinds of, there's also a temporary $500 increase in the child tax credit. So you file your taxes, you're supposed to get a little extra money. I believe the way things are going, this is going to offset. Oh, here's a big one too. This one going everybody talking about on TikTok. It says House Republicans reduce spending on food aid, what is known as the Supplemental Nutrition and Assistance Program, by about $267 billion over 10 years. States would shoulder 5% of benefit costs beginning in fiscal 2028, and 75% of the administrative costs. Currently, states pay none of the benefit and half of the administration costs. So they're going to cut food stamps, which is going to cause a big uproar. You know, 267 billion cut. That's how much money they're looking to save. It's gonna go right to their pockets. That's all they're doing is cutting money to send to their pockets. So they get richer. The rich get rich, poor get poorer. And now you ain't gonna be able to eat. So this gonna lead into some of that famine that the Lord is talking about. That'll be beginning starts of it. Because you know a lot of Babylonians depend on food stamps for them to eat. You know, a lot of single mothers, elderly, and whatnot. Now Trump gonna take it away because they mad. Because Jake is the face of food stamps in Section 8, even though Esau is the number one recipient of food stamps. So all he's going to do is hurt his own people with that move right there. They call them what? Useless eaters. So basically tired of feeding people. They want to starve them out and get rid of them, man. They're trying to cut the fat off of Babylon the Great. And then check this out. It says Republicans also expanding the work requirements to receive food aid under current law. Able-bodied adults without dependents must fulfill work requirements until the age of 54, and they will change the bill to age 64. Also, some parents are currently exempt from work requirements until the children are 18. They will change so only those caring for a dependent child under the age of 7 are exempt. Ooh, that's a big one. So just because you got a bunch of kids, they change the age from 18 to 7. So they're basically cutting food stamps out, man, when you look at it. Which, when he's first running for office, I heard that as a rumor. Looks like he's making good on that. And it says a focal point of the package is nearly $700 billion in reduced spending in the Medicaid program. That's gonna hurt a lot of people right there. That's the one thing, another thing they tripping off of, Yashara, because the cuts to Medicaid is also gonna close rural hospitals. It's people get home health aid, that's gonna be cut. Certain medications, probably certain services. Doctors gonna be cut. Nurses. That's a big cut too. That's almost $1 trillion. It says 700 billion about to be cut. That means hospitals gonna close down. That whole industry about to get rocked if this bill passes and gets signed. That's gonna, like, I can see civil unrest coming into play, and that's what everybody's talking about. And it says to be eligible for Medicaid, there will be new community engagement requirements of at least 80 hours per month of work. Education and service for able-bodied adults without dependents. The new requirements will begin on December 31st, 2026. People will also have to verify their eligibility for the program twice a year rather than just once. So get ready for major cuts to Medicaid. They're doing cuts to Planned Parenthood. You know, it's just gonna mean it's gonna be more births. But I believe that's gonna go down though. For all the money go down, everything else go down. This is gonna be all bad. Oh, and check this out, y'all. It says the legislature will also provide $46.5 billion to revive construction of Trump's wall along the U.S.-Mexico border and more money for the deportation agenda. There's $4 billion to hire an additional 3,000 new border patrol agents, as well as 5,000 new custom officers, and $2.1 billion for signing and retention bonuses. Ooh, this stuff about to incentivize them getting people up out of here and locking them up and putting them in detention centers. It says there's also funds for 10,000 more immigration and customs enforcement officers and investigators, basically ICE agents. So they're about to get 10,000 more ICE agents. He's about to rep up. That's this devil coming down with that sword right here. Real hard, real major. So I think I'll put this. They got a Golden Dome they're trying to make, which that ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't about to get up on there. Talking about a Golden Dome. 150 billion for that sucker too. It ain't gonna work. Still gonna get pummeled by them ICBM missiles. It says more drilling and mining on public lands. So that's why they are doing these hurricanes and finding all these lithium deposits. Like Esau about to drill for that. You'll see more enemy domain. If your land is found to be on a lithium or a cobalt deposit, hey, they getting you up out of here and they about to start drilling on that land. So it's about to get real wild, Yashral. I'll put this in the comment section if I can remember to do that so you can read it. You know, and you can also look up, I'll put this in the comment section too, link it in case you want to read the bill, because I've seen a little bit of it. I didn't read it all because they say it's like over 1,000 pages. So you can read the bill. You find something, put in the comment section that you want to share with us. But I'll put the link in there so you ain't going to do all that extra work and you can find it. And because this mug going to be big, y'all, Shrala. If they get this passed, it's going to change the game because it's going to do all the money. And I want to get to the scriptures because I've been pulling this scripture a lot. And it really applies right now where we at in prophecy. And that's Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them to decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievous which they have prescribed. That's Esau to the T right there. He's using laws to change the whole dynamics of Babylon the Great. They want brown people out and they want so-called white people in. As you can see with those South Edomite Africans that they brought over here. So he's trying to make America white again. I best believe it's some money in their bill to beef up the police force and militarize them because he's going to give them immunity to handle the public any way they see fit. Like Trump is really bringing that rap and showing the horns of Esau Edom, the devil. He's really bringing that, real strong, real hard. So it's definitely going down. So I want to go get this right here because why are they all doing this, Yashrala? Why is Esau doing this? And he's trying to keep that birthright. He's trying to stay in power. So they're doing this because of this move right here. And this is Psalms 49:11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Woo, pinning the tail on Esau. So they're doing this so their house can continue, their kingdom can continue, even though it's going to go out. Like Esau's done. This place is cooked. Esau's really done, but he doesn't know it yet. So he's going to prop up a bunch of bills, legislation to attack the children of Israel. And he's going to throw it all out there and hope it be successful. And you can tell Esau's scared. That's why he wants that iron dome, what they call it, the golden dome. And he's making all these provisions. they're trying to prop up the Edomites back up. They're trying to, at least the rich too, because they're gonna like let the red belly, beer drinking Joe Six Pack Edomite. Hey, they're out of here, man. Esau don't care. He's only trying to preserve the rich Edomites. That's who they feel like they believe should continue their lineage in this society. So, and they're gonna do that. They're gonna speed it up with a biometric system, which is gonna be the MOTB. And they're gonna give people a decision like, you want to go out in the woods and do whatever. They gonna say that, but if you resist it, they're gonna seek to unalive you because they know a bunch of Israelites can thrive without Esau. The rich elites, they know that. So they're gonna be like, you either take this microchip or else. That's how they're gonna pull it. And depending on where your faith is, with your how about your shah is gonna depend if you're gonna crack or not. But that's the times we're going into. They're trying to make everybody broke, no work in Egypt, no more government handouts, no more food stamps, no more Section 8, no Medicaid, no home health. They want people to be not living. If you're yellow and brown, Esau wants you to go. And it looked like even the poor people, Edomites, is about to be in a whole world of hurt because they're the number one people on food stamps. So things is about to, hey, we could be looking at civil unrest in a minute. They passed this bill and the Edomites started to discover that, they didn't have them in the plans. Like, they ain't no work for them. That they ain't got no getaway for them. Only for the rich elites do they got the getaway. And Esau gonna feel hurt and left out, and they'll attack their own people in their system. And as for us, Yashua, we can't get caught up in that. Like, let these devils go fight for their kingdom. I'm just looking at how long they're gonna sit back and let Donald Trump and his administration dismantle their country. I'm trying to figure out how long they're gonna do that. When they're gonna figure it out that this dude only cares about the rich and he doesn't care about poor Edomites. He just uses them. I'm trying to really figure out when they're gonna figure it out, Yashua. Patiently waiting on that. So I just want to show and highlight that bill that's they're trying to get passed, which it might pass. And it's, like a good watch for Israel, show that, hey, get your stuff in order, Yashua. Get your stuff in order. This is moving fast. It looks like the Lord is making Trump move quickly. Very fast. I'm talking about light speed. This devil ain't wasting no time. He's getting it in. And then the way these tariffs were set up, I can see Walmart shutting down. They saying Targets might shut down. Those will be detention centers. That's what they're going to be. And this dude just hired a provision, a law, a bill package that gives him the ability to hire more ICE agents. So this devil about to step it up, man. This devil coming down with that great wrath. Majorly. And it's in your face. Very visible. The Lord ain't hiding nothing, man. Donald Trump up there talking about we doing this, we doing that. And just making a fool of himself, man, as he's trying to preserve Edomite culture and Edomite life. You can vividly see that. That South African move, very bad move. It totally exposed Esau for what their agenda is, what it's about. They're running Project 2025. Heard they got 50% of it already done. They're just working on the other half. And the children of Israel is not included in that. We're not included in that. They might have a little bunch of, for breeding purposes, a bunch of coons and sambos, but Yashua is not involved in that, man. They feel threatened because of our numbers. That's why they're making these moves with their legislation so they can attack and have the law behind them when they do their attack. But we got Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua behind us. So we're not worried about what Esau got going or what he's doing. I'm really looking at Esau like, hurry it up, man. You taking too long. Hurry up. We tired of dealing with you. Tired of being in your system. Go ahead and bust your move so the Lord can bust his move. And we patiently waiting on that. We're patiently waiting on the Lord to turn us up so we can go ahead and subdue our enemies. So with that being said, I hope it's been informative. Hope it's been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah and stay locked in because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.